From what I can tell, the gang's all here. Let's get it. Let's go.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. And welcome back to the home of original sports perspective from our couch to yours. This is your Couch Rider Raven saying, I could come up with a different theme song or a different intro, but I enjoy this one every time I hear it. So shout out to Cam Root for making a classic that has lasted for probably like the last couple of years. I will come up with a different intro, but just give me some time, folks. I'm working on some things right now, like trying to retire and get my life together and figure out what I want to do when I grow up. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. Hey, I just want y'all to know, guess who's on time today? He actually was like, "Can't we start the show early?" I saw the text, but I was still prepping, so I was like, "No, I can't do it." But let's see who else is on time today. Let's see who's in the room. Delicious is here. Gerald has made it. What's good? Okay, yes, definitely hit the like button for sure. All right, so tonight we're gonna start things off. I'm gonna try to keep this thing to a 30-minute show. Camera will work on that so we can get the night on time. I know it's the late night show, but we're gonna do what we can here to keep it popping, but also get done with like 30 minutes, we'll say. It says G Money. All right, so tonight's moment of controversy. Because like I said, we weren't going to do the motivational messages as often. We like to just stir some pots, man. Just keep it stirred, start some mess. And tonight's way of starting mess is Die Hard. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Can somebody tell me, do you feel that Die Hard is a Christmas movie? I'll wait for a second while y'all put that in the comments, and I will give you my justification as far as where I stand on this. All right, here we go. Delicious says, no, it is not a Christmas movie. I am disagreeing. Let's see what Cam Rue has to say about this. Ladies and gentlemen, the myth, the legend. Martial artist, actor, rapper, does it all because he ain't got 4 or 5 baby mamas like me. Anyway, coming to the stage, Cam Rue.
You got 4 or 5?
I'm kidding. What's good, man? All right, so here we are. Topic is Die Hard. Is it a Christmas movie?
It's supposed to be.
That's what I said.
It came out every Christmas on purpose. That was the whole.
That was the whole premise behind it, right?
Yeah, that was the whole premise behind it. Yeah.
Now Bruce Willis, he went on some award show, right?
Action movie, but it's not a real. It's not the Jingle Bells type Christmas.
I mean, it's in there. It's in the movie.
I was never a big Die Hard fan.
So Bruce Willis, he went on some award show, right? And he was like, first, Joe, say what's up. But Bruce gets on an award show and says that okay, thank you, Gerald. He said it is a Christmas movie. Anyway, Bruce Willis went on a award show and said it wasn't a Christmas movie. I'm like, you were just an actor. You were not the producer. You don't know the mind behind this. You were just in there shooting stuff, saying yippee-ki-yay. I got 5 reasons why this is a Christmas movie. I'm gonna break it down to you so if it ever can be broken to all of y'all that don't think that Die Hard is the greatest Christmas movie of all time.
The
There
greatest,
it is.
the greatest Christmas. I thought Rudolph was the greatest Christmas movie.
I mean, it's up there. It's up there. You know what I mean? All right. It takes place on Christmas Eve. The entire movie is set on December 24th during an office party. It's a Christmas office party at the Nakatomi Plaza. And if it weren't for Christmas, John McClane wouldn't have even been in LA. It's about bringing families together, folks. And then there's Christmas music everywhere.
First one.
Huh?
Oh, the first one, right? We talking
Yeah, that
about
was
the
number
first
one.
Die
So
Hard,
number
right?
two. Number two is Christmas is everywhere in this movie. The soundtrack features holiday classics like Let It Snow and Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC. Even the score incorporates sleigh bells.
Because I know with Samuel L. Jackson in there, that wasn't the Christmas movie.
Which one?
The one that Samuel L. Jackson was in wasn't the Christmas movie. That was in the summer.
That was the summer, but that was like Die Hard 3 or whatever. We talking about Die Hard 1.
Okay, so we just talking about one particular Die Hard.
Yeah, we talking about the Die Hard. Yeah.
Okay,
you know, so I usually watch it like once a year during Christmas time. It's the only time I really watch it is during Christmas time. I watch the others all the year long. I don't care. But Die Hard is set for Christmas. So we talked about reason number one. It takes place on Christmas Eve at the Nakatomi Tower, and then Christmas. Reason number two for Die Hard is the classics on the soundtrack. Let It Snow and Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC. Number three is Christmas themes of family and redemption. John McClane's whole mission is about reuniting with his estranged wife and kids. Maybe they had a situation, but they ended up bringing things back together with the classic Christmas movie themes of reconciliation and family. It's beautiful in the end. They ride through the end of the movie versus music playing. He's got his wife around his girl. He might be bloodied up, sure. It might be bloody and bullets everywhere. Maybe the limo's not in pristine condition, but in the end, it's this beautiful Hallmark movie type ending. What are Hallmark movies? Usually there's a season for that. It's a Christmas thing. Next. So let's see. Number 4. Festive holiday references throughout the entire movie. So McClane saying, now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. On a dead terrorist. He's writing it on a terrorist sweater. To decorations in the background. And there's Christmas imagery everywhere. You see ho 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 in a movie, you don't think about times in Vegas back in the day, when your prior life was going on. You think about Christmas time. You think about Santa Claus. And it's written on a dead terrorist sweater. What says Christmas more than ho 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 written in blood? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. Next reason, number 5.
You don't went into other detail I'm not aware of. I'll be right back. Go ahead.
All right, number 5. This is the final reason, folks. We'll get back into what we're getting on here. It ends like a classic Christmas movie. I think we've mentioned this before. The villains are defeated. John and Holly reunite. And guess what? It snows. It snows. It might have been paper from the explosions, but it looks like snow. And Let It Snow plays over the credits just like a Christmas feel-good flick should. So Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas movie just with more explosions. This is a man's Christmas movie. I ain't trying to be sexist, but this is a full-on testosterone-filled Christmas movie. If we got that through, we know that we need to celebrate this alongside the Christmas time. Okay. Let's see here. Let's get some of the comments here. So we have, we'll pull camera off the screen real quick. Says, yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie by Gerald. So that might belong to Home Alone. Home Alone was a pretty good one. That was up there. That was up there. I mean, a lot of childhoods remember Home Alone. But I feel like memories with me and my pops, Die Hard was at the top of the list. Like he wanted me to sit down and watch Die Hard. We was watching that at Christmas time. Brought me and my pops closer together. You know, nothing like a bunch of guns and bullets and shooting and Merry Christmas going on and to bring a father and son together. All right, Jeff says, "Come on, man! The movie Die Hard and Die Hard 2, all Christmas movies take place at Christmas Eve." My man, yes sir, yes sir. We have Die Hard and Die Hard 2. Die Hard with a Vengeance. Let's see here. Delicious says, "Jingle All the Way," another classic. Okay. Adit says, "Die Hard is a movie that takes on Christmas, but isn't a Christmas movie." How dare you, sir? How dare you? He said it isn't a Christmas movie. It could have been set on New Year's Eve and it wouldn't change the story. Sir, yes it would. Yes it would, because you couldn't have John McClane coming. He wouldn't come home for New Year's. Ain't nobody coming home. If you didn't come home for Christmas, you ain't coming home to kiss your boo and reconcile at New Year's. No, no, no. New Year's is for the new boo. I'm just saying. I'm kidding. But I feel like that would have completely jacked things up. McClane coming home at New Year's before the ball drop, it don't have that same wonderful feeling. What do we play at the end of the movie? We're gonna play the New Year's song? No, he just got finished murking a whole bunch of cats. Ain't nobody gonna forget. It's not gonna be bygones. Obviously, from the other movies, we see that people they held a grudge. All right. So Jingle All the Way was my movie. Big Reg's in the building. He said, "What's good, everybody?" Okay. Die Hard 2 was yep. We got you on that one. D says Home Alone is closer to a Christmas movie than Die Hard. Yeah, I get Home Alone. We get home. It's just we're talking about a controversial one that people are even in this household will argue me back and forth and say, "Hey, it's not a Christmas movie." And I'm like, the devil is a lie. Okay. All right, Cameron is back. And let's see. Deet says Violent Night starring David Harbour is Die Hard if it was a Christmas movie. Thanks meets John McClane. Okay. That's on the movie watch list for me. Hold up, man. I think I remember previews about it. Yeah. No, I don't think it was. It was starring David Harbour, but they basically took Silent Night and went crazy with it. All right, so I'm gonna go look that up. David Harbour. All right, so thanks Santa meets John McClane. Okay, that'd be a full-on match there. All right, Delicious says my Christmas isn't complete if I don't watch the whole Home Alone series. You gotta see it through. You got to see it through, my boy. I love it. I love it. Oh, Brooke is here. She late. She late, but she made it. She made it. Proud of you, Brooke.
Why are we talking about Christmas and it's almost April?
I just felt like, you know what, if I want to stir some mess up, this will be the way to do it. All right, now that we are awake, the blood is pumping. People are a little ticked off on both sides. Like, look, man, why is he bringing this up? I'm just here, just messing around. But what I was thinking about today, and it popped across my mind as I was, going through YouTube, looking at Twitter, looking at what we have as free agents and unrestricted free agents, things like that. And I kept thinking, I'm like, Eric DeCosta's got a lot of picks here, and he's going to take some multiple swings. But what position is this guy going to take multiple swings at in this draft?
And Reg said, wide receiver.
He said, he always said wide receiver. He's staying he already in Eric DeCosta's wife's ear right now, just like, look, Mr. Costa. And she don't said it a couple times, like, I have no decision-making power in this whole thing. Oh, boy. So what do you guys think before I reveal what my choice was? All right. Delicious says lineman. I agree. I do think that that will be one of the positions multiple swings get made in because we need depth. We definitely need depth at the lineman position. Yeah, I think we will probably, we got 11 picks, right? I think 2 linemen coming up out of those picks.
But what offense or defensive line? Which one?
Are we talking about? I think he's talking about offensive lineman. I think. Yeah, you want to clear that up, Delicious? Said I want the first pick to be edge. Okay, maybe he is talking about D line. Okay, he's talking D line. He wants the first pick to be edge, maybe interior D line. I'm not really big on D line for the first pick, but to each his own. Just give us a guy that you would like us to take a look at for edge D line, and we'll go ahead and take that look. Oh, Delicious saying offensive line. You were saying, but you just said you defensive line, but you saying offensive or interior. No, you did say D line. You said D line, but then you said offensive. I don't know what you doing. All right. And then Brooks says, I'm gonna cry about it when we pick a kicker first round, or is that in general? Because we do know that we are going kicker for sure. Like kicker is definitely on the list. And from what I was listening to, it sounds like if we cut a certain kicker, I mean, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but if we cut a certain kicker who has some off the field issues right now or that are lingering accusations, we could save $4.2 million. That's a big save, though. That could really help extend a couple of players, or not a couple, but it could extend a player like Henry, giving him his money that he really deserves, because Saquon got the bag, and Henry deserves the bag. We sit here, we're gonna let him slide through on a $6 million salary this year. I don't know if his agent is sitting still with that type of money. And I don't know if Henry's like, hey, I'm looking to go to the championship, so I'm kind of sitting back, or they actually actively negotiating this contract now because Saquon's deal has made the groundwork for his deal. But like I said, it's just yeah, I think he wants to retire Ravens. So I think that extension is being talked about, right?
Yeah, EDC. They asked EDC about that during the combine. He said, "Well, what are you thinking about it?" He said, "Well, I'm already getting a picture put up behind my desk in my office of Derrick Henry. So what do you think?"
Oh yeah.
With that?
So therefore, what's that salary going to look like? Is it going to be close to the 21 something mil a year? Or is Henry going to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to leave a little bit on the table because I need guys around me punishing, linemen, let's say. Maybe one from Alabama, let's say. Maybe Booker comes to town and creates some holes that Fayele couldn't create. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. And we got Ben Cleveland back. So he got signed and he went immediately back to John Harbaugh's basement. But you know what? He got money. He got a DOI on the record. But you know what? He had a rough time.
This year. So you can get a comp. Let him start. They're going to let him start. Let him go so you can get a comp. We know the wrong. We know what's going on.
Players mess up from time to time.
Huh?
I said players mess up from time to time,
Yeah.
All right, so here it is. Delicious has his explanation here. Says, I would go offensive line multiple times, second round and later, but edge or D-line first. I'm going to go ahead and reveal mine after I read a couple of these. I think you make sense on a lot of this, actually. Bigger Edge does not say wide receiver. What?
No receiver?
Just it. Oh my God! I got to go call. I got to go tell some friends. Hey, you can't believe that Rams didn't even say anything about wide receiver. That's what I said. All right, sorry. I had to go tell the whole neighborhood that that Big Reds did not say wide receiver.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, you're hitting it right on the head here with the second choice. That is my choice as corner. Reason being is because I believe that Harbaugh said, hey, you can never have enough corners. And right now, we not looking at very many corners, man. You take a look at our depth chart, and we got some holes to fill. When it comes to the corner position right now.
Let me put y'all on mute.
Yeah.
I'm doing too loud. I'm enjoying my food. I'm hungry. I'm sorry.
Do you think, man? Do you think? There's no slurping. All right. So when it comes to corner, our corners right now are Marlon Humphrey. We got Nate Wiggins, and we got my birthday twin, TJ Tampa. So that's about it. There, the rest of them are in some sort of free agent status. I'm not going to say they're all undrafted, unrestricted free agents, but they are in a free agent status, and that includes Jalen Armour Davis. So we are sitting here looking at 3 total corners when we need a whole lot more. And so, of course, having that said, I had to go take a look at some of the corners. And I can tell you right now that there's one corner. I mean, there were a few that I was just like really excited about. But a lot of these corners are coming off of injuries, even though they had spectacular 2024 and 2023 seasons. And so some people may think the draft stock may drop. But if all of them have had injuries, which is kind of what it looks like right now, hip injuries and ankle and shoulder, you name it, they've all had some sort of significant injury. That means that none of their stock is going to drop. And some of these guys are just more physical than others and just used to these, straight up car wrecks every down. So with that, the first corner I wanted to talk to you about is, well, I know we talked about Darian Porter the other day. Remember, I talked about him being 6'2". He was 195 pounds. Dude ran a 4.3 or 4.3 40. He had 3 picks in 2023, 18 tackles. He's on guys like paint. He's good on special teams, great in open field tackles, and he ain't scared to get physical. So that was just one. Of course, I was a big fan of Maxwell Harrison. I feel like he's the faster guy that we want to be able to keep up with some of these big burners that we have out there. But right now, we have a bigger problem in the AFC North. We have DK Metcalf to worry about. And that could be a problem because that physicality is something that we know that we love Wiggins. He's great in coverage, but when it comes to that physicality, he's going to get tossed up like a rag doll. And that could be a problem. So we need something to maybe kind of counter that. Do we have a big guy? And that's where Darian Porter could possibly fit in. So I kind of had to veer away from the Maxwell Harrison because of that point right there. But there's other guys who could fit the mold. And I think, like I said, Baltimore, I'm really hoping they take a swing at this guy. And he doesn't fit the mold as far as crazy tall height. 6 feet, decent. 4.39 40, 193 pounds. This was probably one of the guys I was most excited about because of the elite wide receivers that he shut down. And his name is Benjamin Morrison out of Notre Dame. I'm hoping we pick up another Notre Dame player. This guy is exciting. He's slightly better in man than he is in zone. He's a former Thorpe Award winner, semifinalist. He had 10 pass breakups in his sophomore year, 10 PBUs. And in his freshman year, dude came out and had 6 picks. 6 picks in your freshman year? Sticky playmaker. He's got the game experience. He started 26 games. He had a hip injury in 2024. Like I said, it ended up cutting his year short. But he's faced guys like, you might recognize a few of these names. I'm going to start from the ones we're just like, meh. Okay, Josh Downs. He's in the league. Solid dude. When he faced him, the guy had 5 catches for 32 yards. That was it. The next guy, you'll probably recognize this name. He kind of tore it up whenever Justin Jefferson gets hurt. Every time Justin Jefferson got hurt, this guy came in. Jordan Addison used to come in and tear it loose. Drafted the same year. There's our guy. But Benjamin Morrison held him for 3 catches for 45 yards in one game. The next guy on this list is a friend of Kyler Murray's. New toy for Kyler Murray over there. He held this guy to 5 catches for 56 yards in one game, and then 3 catches for 32 yards in another. Mr. Marvin Harrison Jr. facing off against him. Here's another one. This guy, he completely shut down. There was no catches. Full-on lockdown. You might recognize this name. He was a rising star who everybody they weren't sure about. The Rams were. Puka Nakua. He locked down Puka Nakua. You've seen the catches that Puka makes. Puka had that, what was it, 1,400-yard season, right? Rookie year. Tore it loose. And the final guy, you guys gonna be like, what? How did he lock in? He locked down our own Zay Flowers for 3 catches for 46 yards. This guy has the talent. What's up?
What did he run in the 40? Or he didn't run it because
Well, they were showing the 40 times saying 4.39. So I don't know if that's official or unofficial, but that was on I think it's on the 33rd report. Let's see what your thoughts on this. What's up?
He wasn't at the combine, though, right? He ran at his pro day.
I think it was at his pro day.
I don't even know if Notre Dame had that. They had their pro day and he ran it. And I mean, I guess his hip is
This
good.
might have been like an unofficial time. Maybe they did it in college or something, but they were showing him as a 4.3 on that one. But I feel like when it comes to guys that could totally be a Raven, this is a guy who would play just fine alongside his former alumni partner over there in Kyle Hamilton. I think Benjamin Morrison would be exceptional in purple and black. The next guy, and I'm undecided here because I know that there's one guy I'm like okay on, and then the next guy I'm kind of like, but let's see what we got here. Hey, well, he's back. Hey, I have $1 for every pass Lamar made accurately. Oh, I hate to love you.
What's going on, man?
Appreciate the support, man. Appreciate the support. It's like back child support because you didn't show up, Dad. You didn't show up. Anywho, let's go back here. I think you guys were talking about a few good topics here. You said you like Ben Morris, but he has a hip injury. Hip injuries are very unpredictable. We saw that when it came to Dennis Pitta. You know, everybody was a huge fan of Dennis Pitta. We wanted to see him thrive. We're like, hey, this is the second coming of Heap, and as soon as he is back, boom, hip gone. You know, and like I said, it might be a small thing. It might be sciatica. It could be, you know, something else, but we just don't know. And I'm hopefully the talent evaluators, the health people within the locker room are able to just get a good physical on Ben Morrison and say, hey, he's got a clean bill of health, or they can pinpoint the issues and move forward on, you know, on to somebody else. But
we still got him in the top. I just looked at the top 10. He's still in the top 10. He's actually number.
Yeah. So they were saying Will Johnson might fall too, but I doubt Will Johnson falls to us. He's not going to fall that far.
So my old boy from Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't run his. I don't think Michigan had their pro day yet. He didn't run his 40.
Yeah.
He had a slight injury, but I think he's number. I think Ben is number 3, so he's definitely going to be there.
So since he mentioned this one, Adit says if one of Nick Imanori or Malachi Starks or Tutoria McMillan is there at 27, who are you taking? Probably. I mean, I'm not crazy about drafting a safety, but you know what? Starks. I'll go with Starks.
I like Nick because he was a former quarterback, so you see the field a little differently.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he has so many picks. But
I'd probably be a mix, but
I like him because I think he shows the diversity. Even though he plays well in the box, I think he shows he will be he emulates. He even said I saw him on Good Morning Football. He emulates his game after Kyle. So he would love it. And he's a Ravens fan. Figure that. His favorite player in the NFL is Lamar Jackson. So you imagine the opportunity to play over here, but he's a hit stick too. He will knock your head off.
Mm-hmm.
Knock the block off if he can. But I like Nick not just because he's fast, but just the fact that his vision for the field. I don't see him as a center fielder. Like I don't think that's maybe he can grow into that, but definitely he can play in the box. He can play and he can cover. He can,
Yeah, and the
you know,
thing
he
is,
can
I think
cover.
they want the ability to pull Kyle and make him
Yeah,
free to do whatever he does best.
I think he can learn that because of his vision. I think he can
Mhm.
learn to play free safety. But we don't. Our system is really not a true free safety. Just they want Nick. Nick could be that joker, that true joker. I mean, not Nick. I'm sorry. Kyle can go back to being a true joker with Nick there. Um, and I like Starks too, but I don't know. I just think Nick and to have those two, him and like to have two Kyle Hamiltons is a plus. How I look at it because
Hey,
you can't
who's
really change
KBK?
uh, KBK.
Yeah, he said should have kept KBK.
Um, so I don't know who that is. Big Reg. Who's
I don't know.
KBK?
He got a special nickname for him. You got to reveal that to us, man. So where I am as far as the position there, I'm still sticking with corner, but I'm thinking, I know people are talking safety. I know some people are talking corner, and I was thinking that, what is a good compromise? A guy who's multifunctional. You just talked about it, Emmanuel. That's cool. I like Jade Barron.
Caillou Blue Caillou. Caillou Blue.
Oh yeah, Kaibu Kelly. Yeah,
I think they wanted. I think they wanted him back. He didn't want to. I don't think we wanted. I think Hobbs had wanted to put him on the practice. He was supposed to be on the practice squad, and he decided to leave.
yeah. I mean,
That's
of
because
course,
he
when
was
you got talent and you think another
moving.
team wants you,
I
you
don't
go with.
think Hobbs said he didn't want to let him go. He said he wanted to develop him. That's why he put him on the practice squad. But that's the chance you take.
Yeah. Yeah, when another
Players
team
did.
wants you, you go where you want it,
Yeah,
and you can be a fan of whoever, but if somebody says, "Hey, I want you and I got money,"
yeah.
come on, welcome.
Aiden, I mean, is he playing? Who is he playing for? Right now? I don't think
Let's
he.
find out.
I don't know.
Now you got me curious. Mhm.
I think he was at one time. He was with Washington, and then he went back out to Seattle. And then, I don't know.
Let's
He was,
see. He's part of the Las Vegas Raiders.
oh, all
Yep, he was fast with it. He's with the Raiders right now. I think they made a cut. He said he made a cut to somebody else, and he never cleared the waivers. Okay.
right.
Okay, so like I said, going back into Jade Barrett, I feel like this is a compromise. I know we want our safety, and I know some of us are looking for that corner depth. I'm more leaning on the corner depth side. So I'm thinking like Jade Barron, he's not the outside corner we're looking for, but he could be kind of what we were looking for Brandon. We're looking for Brandon Stevens to. He was at before he actually was locked down into the corner position. I'm not gonna say locked. He wasn't locked down, but he had a really good year in 2023. And before that, like he was multifunctional. They could put him at safety. They could put him at multiple positions, and he was just doing what he was asked to do. It wasn't significant, but I think Jade can give us something significant because he's an inside guy, and he allows Hamilton to do his thing. I feel like he can bounce back and play at the top and play free, or just play at the free safety position, pulling Hamilton down back in the box to where he can do his thing. He's physical. He's got great instincts. He's played nickel for the Longhorns for 3 seasons, so there's that experience that you want out of a player. He is not scared of the run. This guy loves the contact. And that's probably where some of these guys are catching these injuries because they are physical. This is a physical class of corners who just love to go down against the run. They thrive. He thrives in zone coverage. So, person who thrives in zone coverage, sometimes they get a little jumpy. That's one of the things I did see on the tape. Is like, hey, this guy will jump a lot of things. So a double move or or a pump action, whatever, will catch him off guard. But strong physical tacker. He's a little bit handsy at the top of the route at sometimes, but we need some physicality back there. Somebody who's going to send that message. They don't throw over here. Don't do that. Don't do that. I like this guy because, like I said, he can do what we were expecting Stevens to do, except he can do it on the inside. He had a 4.5 40, 5'11", 192 pounds. Hopefully he's more on the 6 foot side, but we could use a physical guy like this on the inside. It saves some of the durability on Hamilton and allows him to go and do his thing. What do you think?
I think he's another. I like him because he reminds me. He's another version of Marlon, of Humphrey. He can play slot. He can play on the outside. Um, you can get him at the top where he can play safety. But if that's what we draft, whoever we draft, I wanted to see what they do. I know we're going to draft a DB first. It's just that it just seemed like either that. I know we're going defense first round. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. But if depending on what they do with TJ Tampa, so that's what's going to decide a lot of things. I don't know if they want to move him to safety or they want to put him on that outside and be the third corner.
Yeah, I want somebody to come in and compete with
with
TJ.
They definitely going. Well, I mean, JD is there, but
and of course, there's the possibility of us getting Jair Alexander. So I think if we get Jair before the draft, then I think we actually do go for that Malachi Starks or the guy you mentioned. I feel like that would be the direction we go in. I still feel like the line is now I ain't gonna say it's set, but they are fine with what they have at the starter position.
About the offensive line?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're set. I ain't saying we set.
I agree. That line still feels shaky to me for some reason. Well, a lot of reasons, and it's mainly because at the guard position. Because this is the thing that's going to bother me. If you bring back Ben Cleveland, right? He's always played solid when he's out there. What if you give him a full season and he really he grades out super high, and y'all gonna just let him walk for another comp pick? Like, to me, that bothers me because
who we talking about?
Continue to build that, huh?
Who we talking about?
Talking about Ben Cleveland. And since we were talking about,
yeah,
like it's annoying to me because you keep doing that, and it's like, just pay the man. We trying to keep some type of consistency because Ronnie only got 2 more years in him, if that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
the cost is just sitting there like comp pick.
Right. Yeah, but the thing is, in this system, and we've seen it, Linderbaum plays better when he has 2 physical guards, and we're talking about in big guards, like 325 and up. You know what I mean? Like, so when he had Kevin Zeitler and what's the other guy that was on the other side? Was it Simmons?
No, it was
about 315.
Went to the Jets.
Huh?
The guy that went to the Jets.
So he's just used to having 2 big dudes like left and right. I hopefully Falele develops even more. But I
hope so. I mean, he's huge. It's just he needs to find the assignment and stick the assignment.
For me, as far as first round, if we don't go, I know I want to go defense. I want to go defensive line or edge. I know we can find this draft is deep in defensive line, so we don't have to go first round. Yeah. But the quickest line to the linebacker, to the quarterback is a straight line. We only got 3 defensive linemen. 2 of them going to be under contract after next year. I think is this Trav's 3rd year or is his 4th year, 4th season?
I think it's his 3rd.
This is his 4th season. So technically, honestly, we only have 1 defensive lineman under contract next year. So unless we pay Trav, because this is Roddy's last year on his contract. So you're gonna have to get some boys. Walker's a big boy from Kentucky. That's a big boy. We need that's everybody keep talking about how the edge looks so great in the Super Bowl. Nobody talking about the quiet as kept, who really destroyed everything. All the interruptions was because of Carter. Jalen Carter is a problem. He is a problem. He just caused all type of mass destruction by himself. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta get better in it. I like our D line, but we gotta get better. And I need somebody that's just not a 3 technique. I think Matabike is good. I think Travis is good, but we need another defensive lineman that can play 5 technique, 4 hours, all the way through the line. Somebody that's a problem. Unless you're gonna ask Robinson to put some weight on and slide inside, because we have no other defensive lineman on contract right now for this season. We only have 3 defensive linemen under contract. We don't have anybody else.
Yeah. So I think that's another spot of multiple swings, right?
Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of multiple swings. I don't think we're going to use all 11 picks, because you guys still got to get them all under contract, right?
Yeah, because we got that we got that Adeo. I can't say his name. Yeah, Basil Okoye, Travis Jones, Broderick Washington, Namdi, and then CJ Ravenel. That is, yeah, you're right. We're gonna have to draft some depth here because, well, 2 of those guys, I say 3 of those guys, that the depth pieces we need more. Yeah, they're practice squads.
Practice squads.
Yeah.
Nobody that's definite. Other than Urban ain't gonna come back. Urban's gonna retire with Michael Pierce. That's his boy. He only came back because Mike came back. So we down 2 linemen. We need to get some pieces.
I definitely agree.
He named a lot of good linemen. A lot of good D linemen.
Let's see. Oh, Wilbur has a off-topic question here. We'll allow it here. I said, I haven't been here in a while. Is Bateman now wide receiver 3 or after Hopkins' arrival?
No.
Yeah, I fully agree.
No,
I say no. I think this is where, you recognize if you're the old cat, you're going to lead a game to the younger, faster dogs. You're going to, when your number's called, you're going to perform.
Yeah.
But you're going to perform as that number 3 wide receiver.
He's not the number 3. I mean, he's not the number 2. Bateman is the number 2, 1A, 1B, however you want to call it. I think Bateman really going. I think bold prediction early. I think he's gonna have 1,000-yard season this year.
I believe so.
That is reasonable. Receivers, huh?
Yeah, I think that's reasonable to say, hey, Bateman's going to get 1,000 yards. I mean, because right now that deep threat, it's Bateman.
Mm-hmm.
The yak guy is Zay, but the deep threat is Bateman in the red zone, or more than likely in the small chain, or I wouldn't say small chain, but the chain mover is going to be Nuke. I'm looking forward to seeing, those desperate situations where we need that special sideline catch magic, and that's going to be Nuke. He's going to come in there, and Hopkins going to make those catches that are magnificent and with this eye popping, and we get those chains moved. All right, so let's see here. More bills to pay. Big Red says, honestly, it doesn't matter who they get. The Ravens will not win another Super Bowl with John Harbaugh. Dang, right? You need a hug?
Can't do nothing about that, brother. We just gonna have to. I'm not gonna stop rooting for the Ravens because they got off.
Yeah, we just like dang, it's just pessimistic, bro.
We can't. This is the car we driving in. We gotta drive in this car until it's out of gas.
Yeah,
this is the car we can't change cars right now, Reg.
Like, I know it's a beat up old school Cadillac, but we keep it clean though.
Yeah, we ain't got no other choice till we get a new ride, bro.
Yeah, the thing is, we're never going to get that Mike Tomlin type coach. So we might as well stick with one of the longest tenured coaches who has been replenishing coordinators throughout this league. He is the one that's like they snatch. So of course, every time we have good behavior, teams come snatch from us. They're not snatching from the Chiefs. They're not snatching from all these other teams. They come snatching from the Ravens because Harbaugh builds decent coordinators. Y'all may not like the dude because his Christian philosophy in the locker room is peaceful and it's more of a spiritual feeling instead of a full-on Ray Lewis kick your teeth in and curse out half the other team type of mentality. That's not who he is. But the players have found a way to accept that and to build upon that.
Red's like the bad kid in the back of the seat. I'm just being honest. You gotta do something with this car. I don't like it. You got no choice, bro. We gotta ride
I
with it.
don't like these cup holders. I don't like them.
I don't know, man. We can't get no other type of Kool-Aid.
You
Why
know what
we
I'm saying?
always
I'm looking over here and I see this Benz next to me. You know, I mean, we got a better engine.
the Kool-Aid though? Why we can't have nothing else to drink? Why we gotta drink water all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, we can't do nothing about it. We gotta ride with the man. I understand you being honest, but what we gonna do? We can't do
Tell him, Delicious. Tell him he's overrated, man. And the thing is, if they go and they get Rodgers, which I am hoping that Aaron Rodgers signs with the Steelers because he is a poison to organizations, and that will be the last year that Mike Tomlin coaches the Steelers if he hires Aaron Rodgers because they're gonna go down together. They're gonna go down and get mark my words, they will go down together. It will be a full-on Jerry Springer locker room type of mentality. I wouldn't be surprised if Rodgers get choked out by Tomlin by week 3.
Hold on. Go down to Red's last comment, man. I think Hobbs owe him some money. He owe you some money. You gotta put some money on your book.
That's what I think.
He owe you some money, brother.
Harbaugh didn't send him the Christmas card. That's what it was. He got the Christmas bonus that he was supposed to get from Harbaugh for doing his show. He didn't get it. And then he just got mad about the whole thing.
Hey, yo, chill, son.
Mandrews dropped one pass, and they was like, fire Harbaugh. I'm like, how the play? I'm pretty sure the play that they worked on
I don't care.
was set up for success.
It don't matter.
Mandrews dropped the pass. Harbaugh didn't drop the pass. I'm just saying, bro. You ready for Harv's head?
Reg, Harv's over Reg some money, yo.
He's like, it ain't about the money. It's the principle. It's the principle.
Yo, Reg. Yo, chill, son. How we gonna make this about Harv? We just talking about the draft. We try to keep it easy.
I told him what to do. I'm telling you, I love my boys that over there at lunch break hot take, but they be on Harv's butt. They want him gone so bad. Oh gosh, I'll tell you, if the Steelers hire a janitor next week, they're gonna be like fire Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Wait, how is it?
We gotta get in touch with Harv, yo. Cause he over some dope.
For real. Like, yo, just give him his money, man. Just walk it down. Oh, snap. Let's see. Right? Whoever says, I have to agree, though. Harbaugh was saved by Lamar. He hasn't done anything since. Lamar goes out with the injuries. No team longer does anything. Harbaugh just calls bad 2-point. Will.
What?
Will. Come on, bro.
Hey, Will, don't get Big Reg no more fuel, Will. Just chill, son. You a Cleveland fan anyway. You worry about you get your house.
And got a guy after Giro that helped
we want to talk about the draft. We want to just want to talk about cornerbacks.
They good with stirring the pots, man. They is stirring the heck.
I don't know what happened. All I know is Brad said, man, Hobbs. And Will was like, yeah. What's going on? I don't, get back in. Yo, Brad's talking about, look at what every sentence got Hobbs in it. Brad, what's going on, B? Man, go on, let it out, man. Let it out, Will. Let it out, man.
Oh my gosh! We forgot how good it feels to be a troll. He's somebody
put some money in my
troll powers have activated. Oh gosh! He says, "Bro, we was on the one, and Harv's called a pass to the tackle rather than run with Henry." Was the 2-point conversion though?
Why we just let it go, man? We let it go.
He's still hard. He's still feeling it in here. It's all good. All right, so the last guy.
I'm not disagreeing with him. Hold on, Jay. I'm not disagreeing with him. All I'm saying is we gotta let it go, brother. We on to the next. We can't do nothing else about it. And then Will he just put you putting the battery in Big Reg's back. You know you ain't got to hype Reg. Reg just keep going, man.
He said nobody cares about how to clean Wilbur.
Man, come on, man.
All right, so the last guy that I was going to talk about was this is one who does fit the physical build, right? He's Zaire Thomas. So we're looking at somebody who's got a 32.5-inch arms. Huh?
Florida State.
Yes. So everybody keeps talking about Florida State having a terrible year, but this guy was basically one of the bright lights in the bad year of Florida State. You know, he can climb the ladder. He's a man coverage monster. Like just full on physicality is his thing. You will get touched by Mr. Thomas if you come off that line of scrimmage. He's got mixed reviews on the press coverage, but I thought from what I can see, this is a big physical corner who will put hands on.
My bad, man. I'm just laughing because Reg is hot, yo.
What he did now? He said, "I want to let it go, but Hard's just gonna do it again." He's so salty.
Chill, son. It's last year. We can't do nothing about it. It's already in
the past. He's about to be out of there. Baker goes look top 10-ish QB, right? I think he's busting on Cleveland. That was delicious.
Yo, we just keep picking him up. He putting battery in Reg's back. Reg all tight. We talk about the draft. Couch can't get through the cornerbacks. I'm laughing.
I'm not going through all 10. This is just the 3 that I wanted to get into.
Reg is hot. Like somebody, it must have been a key word. You remember Boomerang? Boomerang?
Yeah.
Remember when Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence and I can't remember the other.
Was Arcee? I don't think it's Arcee with it.
No, he was in what's the show? Living Color. And he was on Martin's show playing the priest. But Reg reminded me of old boy. He was sitting. They was all rowing, and then Martin said something to tee him off, and he just started rowing harder. I'll be damned. Like Reg is on fire right now, B.
He just got something against Harv, man. I'm hoping he don't see Harv walking to the grocery store or something because we probably won't have a coach no more. All right, last little point on Zaire Thomas, man. This dude, he's got a smart football IQ, and he's great with route recognition. So we want smart football players who are physical, who are not scared of stopping the run. As much as we think the game is changing, the game is still staying the same when it comes to big physical running backs. You see the Chargers; they saw what they saw in Najee, and they're like, "Hey, come on to town," because we want bigger guys to be able to make these big old holes. And then when it comes to, I was like, how can I put But yes, we need big guys to make big holes. Pause. It's just not coming out right. Pause. It's just.
Hey yo.
Oh gosh. Man, physicality is key. When it comes to these running backs, and I think having these corners on the outside who are not going to make business decisions and lay down or get out of the way. I keep putting that in there. It's just it's just bad. I don't know what I'm doing here. But yes, basically we need someone who can stop the run. And these guys like Azarie, inside guys who are tough and have that toughness like Jahdae Barron, and Ben Morrison, who is just a full-on lockdown. These are guys I'm hoping that they are like far away from each other in picks enough for the Ravens to use some of those 11 to trade up to get some of these stars because they belong on the Ravens roster. This will be the difference between a couple of W's if we get 1 or 2 of these guys on our squad.
This is the thing that I think always helps out, and it's crazy. This the problem. Well, no, it's not a bad problem. A good problem is that I really feel like because of what's going on with always like 4 quarterbacks sneak into the first round somewhere. So hopefully that helps us out, like luck-wise, as far who may land to us, because there's no reason that Nate Wiggins should have went out of the top 15. Like I understand that his frame is slight, but Not with that talent. He got too much talent, man. And
I just think some of these daggone general managers just don't do homework. I
huh?
really don't think they do.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised, to be honest with you. I was surprised him and Quentin Mitchell got were that low as far as being picked in the draft.
Yeah, if Jackson Dart picks up steam, then that's going to have another pick slide in our direction that probably should have been a top 15 pick. So
He's picking
I
up
think
steam.
there are going to be some guys that slide into the top 20s that if it's enticing enough of a player, I think we will move up to go grab that player.
Even what's my man from Alabama? He's picking up steam. Milrow, after running that 4.38, he's
Yeah.
picking up steam.
All right, here's Reg's last rebuttal here, I think. Here's the problem. We're going to draft guys and they won't play because because arms ain't working.
Other than the pause, rewind, don't don't press play. Everything's been something. Hobbs.
This man he even tried to throw me under the bus with Justin Tucker, man.
I was over ready some money, yo.
He said, I can't wait for some news to come out that Harms was out there with Justin Tucker. I cannot.
Yo, Reg on fire tonight, baby. Reg is rare form right now.
We're gonna end the show with this mess.
Look, where you been, bro?
We've been chilling, man.
What you doing? Cooking? What you doing? You just got back here.
Oh gosh. I said Wilbur said y'all don't even need outside trolls. Reg is funny.
Yeah, Reg's funny. Reg's too funny, bro.
Said
Missed you, brother. You ain't been here in a minute. Missed you.
I think that the team that takes Jalen Miller, I just don't. I wouldn't put too much.
He got a big arm. He definitely got a cannon of an arm, and he does better on design runs opposed to him just going out and scrambling on his own, just being instinctive. So, I mean, he's gotten better. He's gotten better as a passer. He just gotta. You taking it. I look at Jalen Monroe the same way I looked at, not really the same as Lamar, but somebody's gonna take a chance on somebody that's talented that you can develop. Like you can't develop speed, you can't develop, his athleticism. Like that's God-given talent. You know what I'm saying? But you can develop his accuracy. So.
Tell you. All right, so we there. Gerald says, will we draft another kicker due to justice situation? I think so. I think Harbaugh even said it in one of his presses that this year we will be looking at drafting a kicker. I don't know if it was the Costa or Harris. One of them did say we drafting a kicker this year. I don't think it's time. I mean, even outside of the
That's the thing. We never even drafted Tucker. He was a free agent. So
we didn't draft
him. He was undrafted. We didn't draft Tucker.
Weird. I look that up.
Yeah, he wasn't drafted.
I thought he was like a fourth rounder.
Nah, he was undrafted.
How did that such a great kicker? Let's see. He was drafted by the Astros.
Nobody saw that. Nobody really think about it. Nobody really was. It's rare that somebody starts to draft you, but I think like the past 3 years now everybody's drafting kickers because the dynamics of kicking certain type of ways, and I mean, and that's really honestly because of Tucker, because of how he kicked and how Sam Cook was kicking. Like when you're that great in special teams for a long time, people start to catch on to that and want to try to develop their way. So.
Yeah, and it's great to for us to be able to find gold that was undrafted, and I think it is time to take a serious look at a replacement for the Ravens, and I think with that many fourth round picks, I think one of those.
You got to draft them kickers. You can get them. You can get a good kicker undrafted though, bro. Yeah. What's the name? Wasn't the kicker for Detroit? The Detroit Lions. He played in the USFL. You can get somebody from over there. You ain't got don't. I wouldn't waste no pick on no kicker. I was
Yeah,
upset.
definitely, no, I
Trust me,
think
I was upset. We wasted a pick on Jordan Stout.
yeah.
I didn't think it was necessary, but I
Yeah, I
guess it
think that was one of those ones they were having a run on punters, but I don't. I'm like you. We could have drafted a punter.
yeah.
You know, as long as they
I mean,
get it down the field decently, give me decent hang time on it, keep it in bounds, we're good.
you
But I
better
mean,
be a Pro Bowler
there's
next year.
been
Ain't that
disappointments
money?
from Jordan Stout already. You know, from
Hey,
not flipping into a property.
you ain't no Pro Bowler. You gotta
Yeah.
get some Pro Bowl balls.
We on a roll. Oh gosh.
Become a
Yes,
Pro.
yes, Big Raj, you did make sense there. Okay, you made Trent a ragged punter who averages 20 yards per punt. All right, we got to get going, man. I need to get on this bed.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, we appreciate y'all coming through. Thanks for tuning in to the home of original sports
Yo,
perspective
bro.
podcast of yours. And you know, Brooke, you know, we
No.
appreciate you. Did she hit the clock? She already hit it?
Nah.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm getting there. I'm gonna get it.
She got it.
She got it.
Yeah.
She's too fast, man. She's too fast. All right, so thanks for tuning in to the home of original sports perspective from our couch to yours. We will see you next Monday. We're hoping that y'all be here, but you know, tell a friend, you know, tell a family member about the show, and please be sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. Y'all making us fall off the couch, man. Continually.
Appreciate y'all, man.
And if you like tonight's show, just share it with somebody. But we appreciate y'all for coming through, and that's it for tonight, man.
Have a
Much
good
love.
night.
Give you 2 claps. Fade to black.
Salute. Peace.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though.